Hi, welcome back. Hope you're new here. Welcome. Welcome to my daily or bi-weekly podcast. This morning I woke up and did not feel any motivation. It was hard to get myself out of bed. But guess where I'm at? Right outside the gym. Right after a workout. I just thought I will make an episode right now while I'm still free. Maybe just a quick episode. Just a quick reminder for who's ever listening to this and going through a hard time in their life and trying to find a way to push through it, even when it's hard, even when it feels like there's a weight on your back. It's making you, pushing you down. And in the middle of the workout, like earlier, I thought to myself that what if the things that happening to me right now, what if all the things that's happening right now is a test, is a final exam that life is throwing at me and saying that and asking me, do you really want this? Do you really want it this bad? That would be the question. And I have the choices to either follow through or give up. And it helped. It's really helped me looking at life a different way, because what I've learned for the past 4 or 5 years is that life is not always a straight line. It will not always be, perfect. Everything will not go the way you want it all the time. And these setbacks are not something that happening to you, but instead, this is the way. This is how it's supposed to go. And what if all these things that I'm going through is the actual path that was destined to be for me? I know it sounds kind of confusing, but it is like hold on, I just got brain frost. Give me 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, but I was thinking about, the harsh things that happen and all of the bad things, quote unquote bad things that been happened to me. Those are the things that helped me the most, really. Imagine if I didn't go through any of it, any of the hard path, any of the setback, the things that quote unquote bad, that fucked me up in the head, that terrible, the things that terrible happen, and it's like putting a detours on me, and it's making me feel like shit, and making me feel like I just want to give up. And actually, now I think about them, those are the things that help me the most to grow into more of a resilient person. You know, I wouldn't be making these podcasts if my life was sunshine and rainbow all the time. You know, if I really think about it, 99% of my podcast was just me being fucking miserable. It's terrible, I know. It's terrible. Like, most of it is just me yapping about my life problem and the things that happened to me. But I learn from them. I learn a lot from them. And really, you know, just recently, like all the things that have been happening, only if they've gone right, if they gone the way I wanted, I wouldn't be learning these things that I'm going through right now. I wouldn't be talking about the things that I'm learning from these rough life situations that I'm going through, right? Maybe the bad things, quote unquote bad things, are the way to go, are the way to look forward to. And maybe these are the blessing in disguise. You know, the bad thing that teach you how to be better version of yourself. So one day, when these things happen again, you'll be better equipped to handle the situation, right? I think that's right. I think these things are necessary for me. Really. I really think so. Because without these things, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I would have been a spoiled rat. Rotten rat. You know what I'm saying? Like, only if I just make money out of nowhere, straight out of luck, keep on going and going and going and going, and not knowing what it's like to be a failure, not knowing what it's like to be a fucked up, not knowing what it's like to be hitting rock bottoms, then I wouldn't be the person I am today. I would be an ungrateful motherfucker. You know, just like a kid who's growing up with a rich parent and just live an easy life all of his life. You can't expect resilience out of him. And you can't blame him because he didn't learn it. He didn't have to learn any of it. So he doesn't have any, resilient when it comes to struggles and hardships. So maybe hardships and bad things that happen to you are the thing that necessary. The thing that molds you into the person you always wanted to be. Maybe if you're asking to be more of yourself, to be the best version of yourself, maybe that is God or the universe or someone is out there, a higher power. It's giving you what you're asking for. It's giving you the opportunity to grow, to be the person you asked to become. And this is your pray answer. You know? I know. It sounds quite confusing, right? Very. But that's what I think. That's what I really believe in. And maybe these things that you're going through right now, or the test, the final test before your breakthrough, before the days you come out and say, I fucking made it. if I can make it through all of those things that try to break me. But I came back stronger. I stood up. I didn't give in. And I kept going. Even when no one's clapping. Even when no one understood. Even when the outside opinions, it's so loud. You can do it. I know it sounds corny, but do not give up, and you'll be amazed how far you'll go. Yeah, I'm telling myself, really, because I hope that'll happen. But even if it doesn't, I'll die with no regret. Because I've come to realize that the pain of regret is way, way, way more heavier than the pain of not taking the chance, the pain of not trying, not doing, not stepping out of your comfort zone, not taking the leaps, because the pain of regret, it's just much, much worse, in my opinions. It will ease you up for the rest of your life. That's how it's been doing to me. So, I don't want any of that anymore. Anyway, I'll keep this episode short today. And thank you for listening. And I hope I'll see you in the next one.